Video is now recording.
This call may be recorded for informational and training purposes.
Training purposes.
Before we
Validation.
begin, just really quick, does anybody else want to DM? Just throwing it out there. I feel like I've been doing it a lot, and I just wanted to give anyone else an opportunity in case. No takers?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep doing it.
Hey, bro, I got mine ready to go whenever you want to take a seat.
I got like 3 characters made. Let's do it. No, tonight we're playing this game. We're playing another session of Rise of the Conquering King.
Bum bum bum.
Previously on ROTCK, you all were successfully able to flee from the troll you were caught in battle with, unable to best it because of its rapid health regenerating abilities. And despite Bernie's condition, you were able to distract and disarm it enough to get away from it. And after putting some distance between you and the creature, you all finally had a moment to catch your breath. The sun was beginning to rise, the night was long, and you all were in desperate need of a rest. After your long rest, you continued your march south toward the Tribar Trail, hoping to finally be free from the entangling and dark Neverwinter Wood. And the journey south took you guys a few more days. But in that time, you were able to identify some of the precious items you had collected after defeating the Goblin King Gruul. And some of these items proved to be quite valuable to you all. Have you divvied them up in the manner well, we can get into that. Your journey south, it was quiet and pensive as you all contemplated what you had gained. You stopped a goblin incursion, and you rescued Gundren Rockseeker from near certain death. But you also contemplated what you had lost. Your friend Droop, murdered in cold blood, and your companion Ku, gone, mysteriously vanished without a trace, his personal belongings left behind. Eventually, the thick woods gave way to a
hang on.
winding...
Sorry. Abigail just said that she can't hear anything.
Okay.
What? No.
So sorry.
No, thank you for catching that. I heard the blip blips.
Did she blip out?
Discord blip blips.
Oh, she's still...
Quick, everybody blip blip in.
She's still here in...
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I plugged my phone into my computer and then it cut out all of my sound.
Oh my
I
god.
was like, you want...
So I had to resituate again. Okay, we're good. Sorry.
Okay. Not sure what the last thing you heard was, Abigail. So I'll just take it back a little bit. Your journey south was quiet and pensive as you contemplated what you had gained. You stopped a goblin incursion and rescued Gundren Rockseeker from near certain death, and you also contemplated what you had lost. Your friend Droop had been slain in cold blood, and your companion Ku had gone missing, vanished without a trace, leaving behind his most precious and personal belongings. Eventually, the thick woods gave way to a winding dirt path, the Tribar Trail, and beyond that, a towering mountain range pierced the skies beyond. You all had finally found your way back to the road, and from here it would only be a short journey back to Delverton. Along the way, you discovered a small caravan of several dwarves, humans, and a couple of elves and gnomes traveling together from Tribar to Delverton in search of work. Among them was several miners, carpenters, smiths, masons, and their family and children. Also among them was an adventuring type, a wood elf by the name of Eladri. You all came up on this caravan as Eladri was helping some of them replace a broken wagon wheel. You joined these travelers in some much needed community, sharing and drink, food, song, dance, and even a friendly little archery competition. And that's where our session begins. Despite this kind of somber music, we've got a bit of a um, kind of a fun, relaxing music moment happening right now.
And in our last long rest, I was cured of my last exhaustion, my like permanent blood loss one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, because I
Yeah, with the
cast,
restoration spell,
Yeah.
I believe.
I believe,
Yeah.
Bernie had helped guide that along with some medicinal assistance.
So suck it.
So suck it, big toxin.
Maybe don't go barreling through a bunch of bugs that suck your blood next time. Just saying.
Or definitely think twice.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, so this is kind of where our
one more time on Dylan, your character's full name.
Eladri LeFou.
Eladri.
Eladri LeFou.
LeFou.
Love it. I feel like we're going to be best buds.
I hope so.
In fact, a few of you have kind of gathered around in just in time to kind of witness this friendly little competition that has just unfolded between Kitland and Eladri. In classic Robin Hood style, Eladri, like one-handed, piercings Kitland's arrow, splitting it down the middle, kind of besting his shot. Now, Kitland did have the disadvantage of shooting first, so Eladri had a target to split.
Right, you've
But,
pretty good shot there, Eladri. Did you say?
That's what my friends call me.
Right, and you don't consider that cheating using that contraption of yours, your crossbow? Are you any good with a longbow or short bow?
No.
Oh, maybe, but why do with two hands what you could just do with one? Am I right?
Right, it's about the sort of sport and integrity, though, isn't it?
Sport, yes. Integrity, we'll see. As he kind of like fiddles with the with the drawstring on his crossbow as he tightens up one of the connectors on the bow proper.
Nice. You see, kind of like surrounding you are a few of the dwarves, a couple of humans, and a gnome, and you see a few of them kind of exchanging like a few silver and copper coins, as they had all kind of placed a wager on who would be the better shot.
Yeah, I think Bernie has taken a giant swig from her ale and giving out a hearty laugh and then turning to the dwarf behind her and passing him a few coin. Hi, you can't win them all, can ya? But I'll get you next time. There's sure to be many more bets down the road.
This
now you
dwarf
know.
has like super bushy eyebrows, like you can't even see his eyes, and like a thick mustache and long gray beard. He's got much obliged, madam. So he kind of pockets your coins and puts them in a little pocket in his vest. And you see some of the others that kind of haven't gathered around. One of them, Jover, who I think was the one kind of addressed you all when you first arrived. He's kind of leading them all, starting to get them packed up, starting to get the kids kind of put in the back caravan. It's getting kind of late afternoon around this point because this was about midday when you ran into them. They had some road trouble. You stopped for lunch. It's kind of turned into not necessarily celebration, but just lazy. No one seems to be in a rush. It's a beautiful day. It's very windy. Sky is blue and sunny, but it's windy and cold, like high 40s, low 50s, somewhere in there. And you see that they're kind of starting to pack up as though they're beginning to continue the next leg of their travel before dark. But it is getting pretty late. They've probably got maybe 2 good hours of sunlight before it'll start getting really dark.
And how much longer to get to Delverton?
You're probably a day's travel, you reckon, from here.
Hmm.
So if they can get a few more, miles before sunlight, they should be able to get there before dark tomorrow.
Barney's going to get up and start kind of helping them pack up a little bit, roll the rolls and the bed rolls and gather the food and walk up next to Jover. And
It's like-
yeah, and just I'm not sure if we've had a chance to meet here. Apologies for just coming out of the blue. I'm Barney Lightwillow.
Oh, Jover! And he sticks like a firm hand. He's actually like in the back of the wagon, as another dwarf is kind of like handing him supplies, and he's packing it up, kind of tight in the wagon. And he like, kind of leans over the side to put a hand out.
Hi, well, thank you for having us along. Jover, you said that you're on the way to set up some shops and do some commerce in Delverton. Have you been there in a minute?
Oh, I don't think so. Never been to Delverton, actually.
Hi.
But we got word that they're in need of some good, strong hands. He's kind of grunting as he's, lifting another box and stacking it. Not because I'm trying to open my beer.
Let him know.
And
No.
and he's like, never been myself personally, but yeah, I know it's a mining town. Mining's been my trade for some time. Figured, what the heck? There was a small group wanting to go. There was a notice for work. Seems like they've got a big building project or whatnot. And he kind of like points a stubby finger out across the field, and points at a few. He points to one dwarf that's got kind of like a side part and like a short goatee. Baron there, he's a mason, and those 2 humans over there. And he points to like one kind of light skinned, one kind of dark skinned human, both males. Garrett and Dion, I believe. Those 3 are masons. And then he looks around and he's like, I don't see them. We have a gnome and a few other humans. They're carpenters. And then, this year, and the dwarf that's kind of helping him load up, he goes, this is Dwalin. He's a miner like myself. And those 2, he points to 2 more. You see a male and female dwarf. That's Degan and Glowmore. Miners as well. So we'll be checking in with the Delverton Miners Exchange when we get there. The rest of them will speak to the town master, I imagine, and see what kind of work they can do. But gotta go where the gold is.
Aye, of course. It's so nice to see fellow kinsmen out here, especially miners. Strange around these parts, eh? Have you heard some rumors that there's gold to be had in these mountains?
Gold would be nice, but we'll be happy with iron, lead, copper. Yeah, any ore is valuable as long as you find the right seller. He kind of spits over the side. Oh, excuse me. Wipes some out of his beard.
Bernie spits right next to my that's a big loogie. Can I do an insight check? I just want to make sure that I just want to know if the reason really is that they've come for commerce, or have they, I don't know, is there some other deeper something going on here, I guess.
Yeah, roll me an insight check as he kind of looks back down to Dwaylen and grabs another crate.
Okay, just a 9.
9. Yeah, you get the sense that, I mean, as you look at them, they don't look like, they're not wearing armor. They don't appear to be armed. You might see like a random dagger, or a bow here and there. But like for the most part, these are not the adventuring types. Like Aladri, for example, who has armored bits, who has various weapons on his person, has various supplies, like, and you see kids, you see several spouses, and kind of families traveling along with them. These very much seem like blue collar, honest to goodness working folk. And I'll even say, even though you got a 9, you would be privy to this information. You know, having spoken to Harbin Webster and spoken to Sildar, I know it's been a long time, but you would know that part of Harbin's platform to get reelected, because they are hosting new elections for a new town master, is he wants to rebuild Tressender Manor. So it would make sense that workers would be traveling to Delverton seeking work, especially carpenters, masons, things like that.
Got it. Right then, well, I'll get that to you away. But safe travels, and we'll be right here if you need anything.
He kind of like finishes the last crate. Dawn, you got the rest, and he hops down. And he goes, are you all headed to Delverton as well?
Aye, we are. We're just a small party, but we've been traveling through the woods for quite a long time. We're ready to seek some shelter and a little bit of solace.
I don't blame you, and please don't take any offense, because I don't mean none by it, but you all look like shite. Like you've seen better days, anyways. And I mean, you've got bruises and cuts, and like your shit is filthy, and you probably all fucking reek. And he's like, yeah, listen, we're simple folk, common folk. We've got kids, we've got families here. You all look like you could handle yourselves in a scrap. Would you be willing to travel along with us? It'd be nice knowing we had folk like you with us, just in case. You never can be too sure on these roads.
Oh, come on, I'm standing right here.
Safety in numbers.
Luxury, you're great, but safety in numbers. All of us would be useless in a fight, and, having 6 adventurers over 1. Or wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, my eyesight's getting bad. 5 adventurers. I was counting the weird cow thing with the horn.
She's a part of the group too, but let me consult with the others, and we'll give you an answer as soon as possible.
Who's got the highest passive perception?
Don't think it's me.
I've got a 14.
Yeah, it's
A
definitely not me.
14?
I have a 14
That's pretty
as
good.
well.
And you were kind of in this conversation, and Dominic, I'd say you overheard as well, as Jovor's like kind of points to Pamela and says like the weird cow thing. There's like a kind of a bookish looking gnome, who he kind of says, "Cow? That's not a cow. That's a ceratops."
Oh,
Interesting.
And Dwalin kind of looks at you, Bernie, and says, "Well, of course, talk it over. No pressure. Just wanted to offer the invitation, is all."
Aye, much
And he says,
appreciated.
all right, Dwalin, I think that's it. Let's round everyone up. We're probably going to be heading out in about 5-10 minutes or so. So let us know quick if you can. Aye.
Aye. And I'll head back over to the party.
I'd say Staris was dropping names with you.
Nice.
She was just like in the periphery, kind of like hanging out, saying everything.
Yeah, cool.
And
You turn around, Bernie, and Saris is like right there.
Oh,
You're right.
God, I'm tired. I'm
What is
tired.
wait, did that? Did he say that he knew what Pamela was?
Huh? Hey?
Saris is kind of like pointing at this like gnome that's he's actually standing next to another female gnome, and they have like a small gnome boy who can't be much older than like 5 or 6 years old, sort of running around them, and he's covered in dirt. And his wife, she's much larger than the rest of them. She's kind of running around chasing it. The kid's just like laughing maniacally, and you see he's just like laughing and like lighting a pipe. And you see Saris is pointing at the gnome who's lighting his pipe.
Oh, I suppose he did. I didn't really
Excuse me,
think too
sir.
much about it.
Staris starts to walk over. My name is Staris.
What can I do for you? Hello, Staris. My name's Brock, but everyone around here calls me Finipper.
Finipper, that's marvelous. Did you say you knew what our traveling companion creature over here is?
Kind of like fans out his match as he takes a few puffs off of his pipe and gets it going. And as he exhales like several smoke rings that get like smaller in size as he kind of puffs them all out. And like you see, he takes out a little damper, kind of pushes on his tobacco a little bit, and he kind of looks over his shoulder back at Pamela. What's Pamela doing right now, Kitland?
She's blocking me as I'm trying to aim up against that target, and just I'm not shooting, but I'm just like stupid, trying to aim at that target. But she's blocking it so nobody can see me like practicing my aim.
Oh.
Nice, nice.
Otherwise, I would be all over this conversation.
Pamela's just like watching diligently as Kitland kind of practices the shot over and over and over again in his head. And Finipper kind of looks back at you guys. Oh yeah, I've never seen one in person, but that's definitely a Ceratops.
What do you know about Ceratops?
Oh, only what I've read. They're mostly herbivores, but they can sometimes eat bugs and other little small things. I think it's mostly out of boredom than it is actual nutrition. They travel in herds. Um, they are incredibly intelligent creatures. One really fascinating thing about them is that when the herd experiences intense emotions, they are known to sing.
Thing?
Yeah, the herd will kind of vocalize various like growls and grunts and hums, but their grunts will actually harmonize with each other, and it sounds a lot like singing.
Oh, wow. I don't know that I've ever tried to sing with Pamela.
Yeah, you should try. Pamela, that's a great name for her. She's a beautiful Ceratops. It looks like she might be a Uniceratops. I see she's just got the one horde there. Ceratops can have a many number of hordes. There's, Biceratops, Triceratops, Quadceratops. The Uniceratops are pretty rare, though. That's kind of neat.
Oh, wow. I had no idea that they came in so many different forms.
Oh, they're pretty special creatures, but then again, I like all animals. And at this point, you see like the plump gnome has caught the young child, and she's kind of walking up. And she's like, "Oh, hello, dear." There's like a small, little fire that they've just put out, but the coals are still kind of burning a little bit. She's like, "I just plugged up the kettle, but I could put it back on if you're thirsty." Just very hospitable, very kind woman. The kid is like, she's trying to hold him, over her shoulder, but he's like starting to climb like around her neck a little bit and scramble, and she's like, little rascal, she's trying to like just keep him contained.
Oh, no, you're so kind. I couldn't. You have your hands full. Anyhow.
Oh, and he at that point he like leaps off and just and he like runs off and goes to chase him again. I should probably help. Excuse me. And at that point, Finipper gets up and goes and tends to his family.
Sure. Neat. We should let Kitlin know about maybe Finipper could tell us more about where Pamela could be from.
Hey, absolutely. All right then. Barney's gonna turn and like head back to the group. I come here, you lot. Let's have a chat.
As Bernie gathers you all for a chat, what are you doing, Audrey?
I am still helping if help is to be needed. Other than that, I'm taking my spot back in the driver's seat.
Yeah,
I
I think
we're looking to take off.
I think at this point everything's kind of loaded up. The kids and spouses and their partners generally get into one caravan. You and one of the drivers I think like it's like you and like two drivers are kind of like driving the bigger one that has all the supplies in it. And then pretty much everyone else is in the middle one, all the workers, like the single workers and things like that. So it kind of divvies up like, I don't know, like 7-6-4 type situation,
Sure.
like maybe one is like riding on the supplies in the back of the one you have, but it's kind of an uncomfortable ride, That I feel like that might be Jover, taking one for the team type situation. But yeah, everybody kind of starts getting to their position. And I think, yeah, you would sit up front with the other driver since you've sort of been the quote unquote sole adventurer that's kind of been traveling with this caravan.
Yeah,
so you just make your way to the front.
And I like driving.
Yeah.
Nice.
Above table, I don't think I've ever played a character that has had vehicle land proficiency. So I'm like, oh,
Cool.
I want a cart. You give me a cart.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Well, and I think as part of Aladri's background, I think you've probably done a lot of traveling. And I feel like, yeah, you kind of have this, like, Clint Eastwood kind of vibe, just like traveling from town to town, seeing what can be done and, moving on. It's like,
Yep.
I got to go find someone else, man, who needs my help.
we get to Mosey, and the Mosey is
Yeah,
good.
yeah. You're a Mosey. Yeah. Aladri is a Mosier, for sure. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, Bernie has kind of pulled you all together. What's Dominic sort of been up to as all this was unfolding?
I think Dominic is kind of sitting out in the periphery of the whole group, just kind of surveying everything that's happening. I mean, keeping an eye on the road, keeping an eye on the woods. He's still on edge from the woods and everything like that. He's very impressed with that, the skills of the shot that was done by Alandri for sure. So he's just keeping an eye on Alandri, kind of the periphery of his eyes, just like, okay, he's somebody to keep an eye on, but also just making sure everything is heads on a swivel all the time. So he's just always just kind of keeping an eye on everything.
Dominic, I will let you roll one of your choice.
Okay.
You can either roll a perception check or an insight check. As you're sort of taking in the group.
All right. That is... let's go. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Perception's a little bit better than insight, so we'll go with that. And Digidice. A natural 20 for a 24.
Hot rock.
Whoa! Okay.
Oh man.
See it.
Is that
With
hell of a way to
a
start?
natural 20, Dominic, do you want your perception to be more focused on Aladri, the other adventurer, or do you want it to be focused on the caravan as a whole?
Honestly, Dominic is very intrigued with the Landry and wanting to know as much about him as possible just in case something goes awry. I think that's his whole thing. He's in protect mode with the group. He's been with this is like his family, so he's like, all right, this new person who is very skilled just came out of nowhere. This is something's a little funky here.
Cool. So you are kind of taking a step back. And Bernie, you're kind of starting to like gather everybody. And as you do, you kind of see that Dominic's just sort of in this trance and you snap him out of it as you all kind of gather now at the back of the caravan to hear what Bernie has to say. And Dominic, what you've kind of perceived in this whole time is you have watched someone who is super proficient at fulfilling a role. The way Aladri has come in here, he like the first thing you noticed was he was helping them with their wagon wheel, right? And then Kitlin, who is your party member, who is absolutely going to poke a hornet's nest if there's a hornet's nest to poke, pokes them. And then you have this moment where he like he is this group's champion. And like there was a lot of pressure on that moment. You know how good of a shot Kitland is. So for Eladri to come in and make that shot, like you see someone who has taken on the responsibility of taking care of this entire group and like performs that role so well. I think you see the shining armor, you see the weapons, right? And you see like there's a mechanical nature to them, which to you reveals he's got an intelligence. You also notice the whip, and you're like that, and you think about it, you're like, that's a unique weapon. It's not intended to kill so much as it is to tame or subdue. So I think that stands out to you as well. And you also, as you kind of get a read on this character, you see the layers. You see that there is a really unique and complicated individual here. Mechanically speaking, you know that Dylan's playing a rogue, right? But this character kind of presents themselves as a fighter. So all of that, I think to you, Dominic, just reveals that there are so many layers to this character, and all you can see is someone who exemplifies their role. And you kind of take that in.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
As Bernie kind of grabs you and says, "Hey, yo, I want to talk to you really quick," and you walk out behind the carts.
You just, yeah. All right. Impressive. Impressive indeed.
Hey, I stop you ogling. What y'all think?
It wasn't
Oh,
really
also,
bad.
with a nat 20, he handsome as fuck.
Yeah. All right, Bernie. Yeah, what's up? What's going on?
All right then, is everybody here? Kitland.
Right, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you then.
Just pops up behind
Yeah.
Bernie.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Hey, it's the second time in 5 minutes that somebody snuck up on me.
Kitland was having a moment at the archery range, and I think Bernie he just pulled him out of a what could have been a really bad funk.
Hi, all right. I know that we've just kind of stumbled upon this group, but I had a good conversation with Jover. He seems to be kind of at the head of things. And what he said is that they're going to Delverton, a bunch of miners, commerce type people, to make goods, to get there, create infrastructure. They want to know if we want to travel with them, perhaps offering our ability to protect, our ability to fight. So I wanted to group us all up and have a quick conversation about it and make sure that we're all on the same page.
I think there's
Right,
safety
yeah.
in numbers.
I agree. Yeah, they seem like good chaps to me.
Dominic?
I mean, I do remember Sildar saying before we left that he was pushing out information to get people to come and build things and redo everything with the city. I mean, I think it's a good idea.
Right, and if they're miners too, they might be able to help us find the entrance to the mines underneath Delverton, right?
Hey, that definitely crossed my mind, but it doesn't seem like they know anything about, well, the things that we know about, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they seem like they're fresh out of the city coming in. I don't think they have anything to do with the cave system. And we still have, Gundren with us, right?
Oh, yes. He's been there the whole time. God, I always forget about Gundren. He's like the fucking linchpin of this whole damn campaign. And he's just like a mute, deaf child in the background. He's just been like picking dandelions this whole time and blowing them in the wind.
What a hard time.
He's been through a lot. Like, it totally makes
trauma.
sense. Yeah.
No, like I literally have at the top of my notes, don't forget about Gundren this time, you dumbass. And what did I do? Forget about Gundren.
So yeah, Gundren's still with us. We need to make sure we get back to town. I think it's gonna be best to...
I've been here the whole time.
Of course, yes, I know, Gundren. You've
What are we?
you've been
What are we talking? He just like wakes up. What? No, I'm awake.
what? No. Gundren, you and your brothers were the only ones that knew about the cave. Correct, right? In the Ethereum, possibly.
And I can't speak for who they may have talked to. The goblins obviously found out about it, and Drow obviously found out about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't seem that like they know anything about it.
And Gundren's actually been talking to a lot of like the other dwarves, the other miners. He's been mingling this whole time, and he says, "I mean, I've been talking to everybody and trying to find out what I can. For the most part, it seems like they're here for honest work. It doesn't sound like they've caught wind of any great excursion."
I agree. I think they're just
I
good.
think
They're good people wanting to get good work, and Delverton's where it's at. So I agree that we help them out, get them to town safe with only one adventurer. We know how these woods are. Anything can pop out at any time.
Right, did they, Gundren, did they have mining tools with them?
Oh yeah, and I mean, I think this wouldn't even need to be a question that would need to be asked, because you could see a lot of the supplies that they have, especially in that, like, so there's 3 wagons that are in this caravan. The first and largest wagon, which is being pulled by 4 draft horses, is filled with a lot of supplies. You see a lot of like chests, but you also see like pickaxes and shovels and various tools of the trade, not just for miners, but also for the carpenters and for the masons as well.
I guess,
So you would
more
see all that. And then
specifically,
the other,
did you see any explosives, Gundren? For mining?
Caveat for mining.
Sarah's eyes are just a little like wider. Once you heard the word explosives, like,
Say again.
like chemical powders, things like that. Honestly, you know, what you're talking about is, I think, way out of the price range of the folk we're traveling with. I didn't go looking through their stuff, but I wouldn't suspect they'd have any of that on them, no.
Right, well, if we are trying to go into this cave underneath, it might take more than just us, so having this crew to help mine, it could speed things along.
Oh, don't get me wrong, Killand. I'd rather them never find out about going mines.
Well,
You're
only
going
if we
caves.
vet them first, right? And they're all good crack. I'm just saying, there's only a handful
Am
of
I
us.
not to understand there's very powerful and dangerous drow assassin within these mines?
Right, we've got that covered. You've seen.
All
It's
right.
just getting down there is all.
Well, I think we've got quite a few, bridges to cross before we worry about delving into the actual caves themselves.
Right, you're
But
totally
yes,
right.
if
I'm
they're,
gonna
if
I'm
they're
gonna
good luck.
secretly try to wink to all of the companions and shield Gundren's eyes.
Right, yeah, that sounds good.
Stars
But yeah,
like
if they're
shakes her head ever
good
so
luck,
slightly.
we
No.
consider
No.
hiring them. At this
I'm gonna
point,
do the thing too, just like put my hands to cover his eyes, because if I can't see him, he can't see me, and wink to everyone.
what do you Mr. Kitlin, can you get your hands off me, sir? Just, at this point, I am at most concerned with knowing what happened to my brothers. That is my one true concern at this point. Obviously, getting to Delverton, getting to safety, recovering from my injuries and my wounds are all important, but that is my only priority.
Right,
Aye,
it's
well-
ours too.
Well, mines and rocks and explosives aside, and all of our injuries, we do have a little bit of a journey here. And let's not forget about Q. I think we've got to head north before anything else. And this is at least our first step in that direction. Aye?
Right, yep.
Agreed. We get to get to Delverton first. Let's baby steps it out.
Aye.
We'll get to Delverton, and from there, we'll go wherever the road takes us.
Agreed. All right. So yeah, Bernie, go ahead and let him know we're gonna travel with him.
Sounds good. Should we have some sort of like group, like high five or like a handshake or something when we break from these meetings? Is there anything we should
I'm telling you
shout or,
guys.
like?
You really need a name.
I just, it just feels appropriate.
Uh, 5 hands in?
Aye,
Stars
5 hands in.
She just puts her hand out.
yeah. Bernie puts it on top of hers.
I'll do the same.
yeah.
Don? Alright, you gonna leave us hanging, yeah?
No. And then he puts his hand on top, reluctantly puts his hand on top.
As soon as Dominic puts his hand on top, you see Pamela's like hoof come in and like start whacking and pawing at you guys as well as you all put hands in.
Right then, to
Which
find our
just
friend.
cracks Gundren up. So you see that Jover is kind of waiting for you guys, and as he sees you approach, like, well, the riding situation won't be very comfortable. You don't happen to have any mounts, do you?
Are we all here?
Only one is
Just the one.
Pamela.
Yeah, he's kind of addressing all of you at this point.
Right, well, I've got Pamela. She can carry a wagon too. If you've got one to spare.
Don't think she could. At least not by herself. But it's kind of you to offer. And he kind of looks at you all, and Jover says, well, I think Brock has agreed to ride with the little ones in the back. If you can ride her, the rest of you could, like I said, it won't be comfortable, but you'll have the cart to yourselves, and I'll ride with the men in the middle. Eladri, Orlin, and Deegan will be your drivers tonight. If you need anything, let them know. And he kind of goes up to Orlin. What you reckon? 2 hours? Or we lose sun? Dawn's got something like that, yeah.
Love
Never
him.
nods.
Wow.
They're gonna move on. And Dwalin kind of like, thanks you all. And he kind of starts walking to the back cart, and you have this large wagon, a little bit larger than the one you guys all shipped down to Delverton. Actually, significantly larger. So there's room for the 4 of you, but it's a little. I'm sorry, Staris, Bernie, Dominic. For the 3 of you, it's a little crowded, and then Kitlin is riding atop Pamela. The drivers are Jover and Deegan, 2 dwarves, and Eladri is sitting with them as well, kind of keeping an eye out when you all start to get on your way. You're sitting amongst, sharp metal tools and packed crates of food and luggage. And every now and then something shifts or bumps, and it's easy to bump your head or hit your elbow or shoulder into something. And Jover was right. The ride is a little unpleasant, but you do make decent time as you travel down the road.
As we're getting into wagons with the caravan, I think Staris would have gone over to Kitlin to tell him about Finniper.
Mm-hmm.
Just interrupting.
Yeah, I even say as you're walking, the journey commences, and
Okay, so
Kitlin's
close
kind
enough
of
to talk,
riding
yeah.
alongside. Yeah, like because this isn't like a covered wagon. The supplies, I feel like they have like a quilt or something that they could pull over things in like the event of a storm. But the 2 smaller ones are covered. That seem to be like more of the passenger ones, but the one you're in is pretty open. So it'd be very easy for Kitlin to ride alongside and for you to carry the conversation with them.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, Caitlin.
Yeah.
I found a gnome that you might be interested in talking with. His name is Brock. He goes by Finiper, but he seemed to know a lot about ceratops,
What's
which is
that?
which is what Pamela is.
She's what?
A ceratops.
A ceratops.
More specifically, a Una? I can't remember.
Uniceratops. Right. Well, that's something, isn't it? Did he say if he's ever seen one or seen a group? I heard.
He had something he had to attend to, so we didn't get too far into the conversation.
Right. Well, thanks, Doris. That's the closest we've come to a clue yet.
No, pleasure. I thought it might be helpful.
Right. Well, yeah, I'll definitely be talking with him next. If maybe he's seen him up north where we're headed.
It's possible.
Right. Well, great. Thank you.
I don't think I want to bother with talking to him right now as we're all trying to get underway, but
That's fair.
I will.
You would have noticed, and I think Jover like just said it. He called him Brock Finipper, both names. He's traveling in the last wagon where all the kids and spouses are traveling. So
Gotcha.
Brock's kind of traveling with his family, and then there would be Lashana, the female elf, and Delg, the male dwarf, and the various children, all kind of in that wagon. But cool.
Did you hear
Yeah,
that,
you guys.
Pamela? You're a ceratops. That's what Billy said.
I love all
That's
the
right.
noises.
She seems to understand you a little bit and finds, it's weird, right? Because it's like this is a word that, people have made up, for this creatures, but she recognizes I think your understanding of her deepening. Right, and there's an excitement in that for you, and I think it's that excitement she picks up on, and she kind of begins like wailing and humming and making these like weird goofy sounds. And Staris, your musical ear, I don't think you would notice it had Finipper not said anything to you, but you do kind of hear like weird beautiful sounds in these, like, it's kind of like a bird call, like, every once in a while you just hear like a note they hit or like a trill they hit that you're like, whoa, and it's something almost akin to that, where you almost can start to recognize what it was Finipper was talking about. And I think because you are so musically talented, Staris, where you can hear like a single note played on a violin and then begin to imagine an entire score with multiple instruments, you could hear how several of these sounds together could be something to behold.
That's just Staris that's picking up on that.
I think that she just has kind of a unique realization based on her conversation with Finipper and just the playful noises that Pamela is making. You, Kitlin, pick up on the like sudden like outburst of energy that Pamela has, and you pick up on how she kind of resonates with your excitement at learning something about her and potentially getting a clue as to where her family could be.
You see that she could sing. Caitlin, Brock said that her they travel in herd ceratops and they sing. Have you ever heard her sing?
Would I have heard that in the caves since the herd was down there?
I don't think you did, and I think your discovery of Pamela was like the result of this freak accident. That I think, like, the way I imagine it in my brain, I wish I could kind of show you a diagram, is that you're subterranean, like you were like deep. And the way you guys were digging, you were kind of digging at an angle that was like leading to the surface, and then there was like a surface cave that kind of like went down, where like this particular young found some shelter, and the explosion caused a cave in where like this surface cave kind of combined with your subterranean cave, and the only way out was up instead of down, which led you to the surface. So it's like your worlds almost always briefly like touched but never interacted, because they would never go deep enough to get to where you were, and you would never go high enough to get to where they were. But this explosion just caused that meeting to happen, if that makes sense.
Yep. Cool.
Cool.
Emily, do you want to sing? And Stars hears her excited noise and kind of just like tries to make like a vocalization of what might match pitch with that, and
Roll
takes out
me.
her
Oh, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
takes out her lyre to begin to like try to pluck out something. I don't know. Even it's just like
Yeah.
trying different pitches, like almost half bellowing, just to see how Pamela reacts, or if she reacts to like certain notes.
Roll me a performance check, Staris.
20 and 3.
What are the rest of you doing as Staris kind of has this conversation with Kitland, and you all begin traveling down the road?
I think that Bernie's just kind of sat towards kind of the back of where the drivers are, like on the other side,
Yeah.
and has pulled just a few threads from a nearby bag and taken just a couple of blades of grass, and she's just doing her very like commonly seen now thing of starting to braid together some sort of like bracelet or something.
I think Gundren kind of settles in somewhere nearish by and watches you for a little bit before eventually just nodding off, because he's just exhausted, from being tortured for like the last week and a half. Takes a toll on a guy.
Yeah. I'd say so.
But that's cool. That's cool.
I think Dominic probably would have situated himself closer to the back of the wagon to keep his eyes out in the rear, and watching the woods and watching the rest of the caravan and just listening in for everything and anything that's going on. So he's just, but he also knows when Star starts to play, it's soothing, and so he's just kind of getting ready for that to relax and finally like end the day.
Yeah. I think you kind of overhear the conversation between her and Kitland a little bit about the Ceratops and get, kind of up to speed on all of that. And I think Eladri, you overhear it as well. I think you're a pretty perceptive guy, excuse me.
Eyes far
and
away,
you're kind of
ears close
mentally,
by.
yeah, exactly. Ooh, I love that. And kind of mentally taking note of, these new people as well that are traveling with you. Is there anything specifically you want to do other than just be like a rambling mosier?
No, there are questions I want to ask the group, but it's not a. I'd rather do it when everyone's well rested.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm just vigilant on keeping us safe here at the front.
Yeah. Within like 5 minutes, Dwalin has already fallen asleep, so you've kind of grabbed the reins from him, as you have done pretty much every time this caravan has started moving. And you and Deegan, Deghan, Deegan, are kind of steering the 4 horses that pull this cart and driving the 4 horses. And like you said, you take some peace in it. Even having to be stuck in the middle between a sleeping dwarf whose like head is on your shoulders at this point. And Deegan, who's fine, but just kind of boring, But I think that's okay with you, because you'd rather be focused, on the horizon and on the surrounding area.
Yeah, and Deegan's already told me the one story that he knows, so
Oh, he's and he's
I'm gonna listen
already
to the back. Yeah, exactly.
he's already started telling it again. So I was with my
Mhm.
grandfather, and it was the first time I ever went mining. Now there was a creek, and my grandfather, where he lived, it was on the Sword Hills, north. Was it northwest of the tallest peak, but northeast of Tybor Pass. And if you followed that creek about 3 miles back, and this story goes on for like 25 minutes and goes nowhere.
Yep.
And somehow, after all this rambling, that's when Deegan decided he wanted to be a miner, and you still haven't figured out what the moment was that inspired him to become a miner. But he's happy to tell it, and you're happy to ignore it.
Yep. Fair.
You guys ride on about another hour and a half. There's still some daylight. The sun is beginning to set, and the sky is beginning to change colors and do that beautiful thing where it becomes painted as the sun eventually crests over the horizon. And in this time, Saris has been plucking along on your. Is it the dulcimer or on you the lyre, or is it the lute?
She pulled out the lyre.
The lyre. So she has this beautiful small harp that she begins to pluck and play along. She sort of just writes a song, a melody, without really singing words, and it just kind of carries on the wind. And trying to playfully do it in a way that plays with some of the playful noises that Pamela makes. And as you kind of begin to find this song, there's a moment where Pamela just like lets out this bray that Staris, in the way that only your voice can, you harmonize with it. And as the two notes meet in space, you all hear this sound, this beautiful sound with this, harp underscore. And you see surrounding Pamela the faintest shimmering glow and shape of a massive Uniceratops. The size, twice the size of the owlbear you saw at the Goblin Castle. It's like made of pure light, and it's see-through, and you can barely see it, and it just like reflects off the light in this way, almost like the way a bubble does as it floats through the sky. You see this like shell form around Pamela in the shape of this massive Uniceratops as the two notes meet and they hold for a beat, a half beat, or a whole, half note, and then a whole note, and then, for two measures, and then for three measures as your voice continues to vibrate and this form gets fuller and shinier, and then the note like warbles as Pamela can't hold it, and the form is gone.
What's happening to me?
Because I'm on her back, right?
Yes, and you're inside this Uniceratops bubble of arcane light as it forms all around you, and you can just like you're in it, and you can feel like as Pamela is holding this note, Pamela doesn't react to it as all. And in that moment, Caitlin, roll me an insight check.
Oh, that was quite impressive.
I'll let it be insight or animal handling, actually, if you want to take that back.
It's a 16.
Okay.
Animal handling is higher, but I feel like the roll is pretty good, so I'm gonna just do that.
A 16 is pretty good. With a 16, as Pamela holds that note, you actually see she like kind of sees it. You like watch her eyes seeing this form around her. And it doesn't scare her. It doesn't excite her or freak her out. It almost feels natural to her. And then The note warbles and the form is gone.
But could I mean, obviously everybody else saw that, but could I make sense of
everybody
what was
saw it.
going Could I make sense of what was going on being on her back? Or does it just look like weird lights from the inside?
With a 16 insight check and your focus on Pamela, that's what you got from there. As the moment ends and you're just kind of like, what the fuck was that? You can roll me an arcana check.
Ooh. Nat 20
Nice.
for
Oh, baby!
Second one of the night. Oh my god, what does that mean?
What does it mean?
Hitland, you have been traveling with Staris long enough to know that there is magic and music. Pamela was casting magic. With Staris' help, Pamela was casting magic.
Whoa.
Oh, Pammy, that was beautiful. And Stars just like reaches at her hand to to see if she can snuggle her face.
Right, great
Pamela
job,
kind of like
Pamela.
waddles over to the wagon, and you have to kind of like lean down Staris, but you're able to kind of pet her crest a little bit, and
So
she
it's
like
like kinda
wiggles her butt in delight.
like arms out, hands opening and closing.
Do I know like what kind of magic it was? Or just that it was magic?
Magic has been identified into schools. I'm going to give you all this with a natural 20. Magic has been like classified into schools because that's how people can better organize and understand it. When a dragon breathes fire, you could argue that it's evocation magic, but a dragon doesn't view it as evocation magic. It just views it as it's just like what the dragon does, right? So based on what you observed, it's hard to tell, is this, abjuration? Was this like a protective spell? Is this conjuration? Was it trying to, conjure something into existence? Was this illusion magic? Was it trying to, distract and confuse? I don't think you can like pinpoint it specifically like that. Because it's a natural beast and they don't necessarily follow those same rules. So it's hard to tell, but I will say riding on its back and with your, nat 20, you could have swore you felt the earth shaking with like the few steps this form took as you were inside of it. Like you felt a presence.
Barney sits straight up and her eyes go kind of wide. And I think there's like almost a little bit of like, like happy tears or something that kind of form in the corners of her eyeballs as she squeezes her little braid, and she's just staring agape at Pamela. That was incredible. Staris, Pamela, Kitland, have any of you seen that before?
Never.
No, it felt crazy. Sitting inside too. Staris, you're gonna have to teach me that one.
I want to look over to Eladri and see if he saw that, and give him some raised eyebrows.
I most certainly did.
Eladri, you are certainly aware that this happened. I'll leave it for you. Are you like, have you kind of like dropped your, cool, disposition, and are you like actively like looking back over your shoulder at this event as it unfolds?
Yes,
Or
this is a
are
some pig
okay.
moment.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you look forward and you just see Eladri like looking back, just like mouth open like a codfish, just like staring back at you at this phenomenon.
Right, Staris, do you know what you did?
I have no idea.
She's just laughing.
Sorry, you were just jamming, dude. You were just jamming, and Pam was just jamming, and you guys hit the flow state, and you just fucking jammed, man.
Let's just jam, man. You know what rips? Just a good jam sesh, bro.
Aye, that light reminded me so much of my home tree. I haven't seen it in so long. Well done.
What's the story with your home tree?
It's hard to explain, but you remember when we had that conversation with Ku about the magic beyond our plane? We call it the light, and it's something that just radiated from our tree and kept us all alive and healthy and sprung the greens from the ground. But it's something innate, you know? It's not like you had to say something and then it appeared. The tree, Carrickdrath, just does it on its own. And Pamela here, that must be something inside of her to allow her to bring forth such beauty.
Yeah. Again, crazy. We'll have to spend some time, Doris, and maybe you could teach me that, or you guys could figure it out between the two of you. Because
Happy to.
that was special.
So
How
that
do
was
you
the
feel,
first time.
Pamela?
That was the first time she glowed. What's that?
Yeah,
That was
she
impressive.
just glue all over the place, Alandri.
That
Yes,
is
that's the first
she
time.
blew. That's never
Right.
happened before.
But she could probably do it again anytime. So, look at that.
He's-
This is gonna be a giant pissing contest
Jeez.
all the time.
I think something about this gets her kind of like excited. And Pamela essentially gets her version of the Zoomies. And she starts just like frolicking along the road as the sun continues to set. Ku, go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me 2 checks. The first check I want you to roll me is an athletics check from Pamela.
Oh no. Using my stats or hers? Because
Using her stats.
I'm ready for her to eat dirt from just like going horn first into the ground.
sorry, I gotta pull a piece of land. How would I do? I just add my proficiency bonus, right? So not the.
I know it's just her strength, and then
plus
I don't think you
2 or whatever, right? Plus her
Yeah,
strength.
your
So
proficiency
yeah.
bonus
So
plus that? Cool. I believe it. That's badass.
yeah, I mean that's my proficiency bonus. So just a nat
Yeah.
20 plus 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
No
incredible.
way.
So- That's
Wait,
Now
I
I
didn't
need-
roll.
Oh, I thought you said a net 20 plus
Oh.
2. I was about to be like, what?
No, sorry. Roll a 20 plus 2.
Yes.
roll,
Yes.
okay.
Roll a 20 plus 2.
All right,
Got another
16.
one that would have been wild.
Yeah.
So 16 from her.
Okay, now I need Kitland to roll. You can choose, Kitland. It can be either athletics or acrobatics to try to stay on, or animal handling. I'll also let it be animal handling, as you can kind of like
I'll do
coax her out of
athletics. Yeah.
to try to like stay on or calm her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Damn, plus 6?
Nice.
Damn, that's fucking
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
You see Pamela takes off running, and just like kind of like hard stopping and just playing. And I think at like one point she like stops and rolls like around a little bit, and you have to hop off, Kitland. And then when she like rolls back over, you have to hop back on. She starts to run off again, but you handle it expertly, and I think enjoy it a little bit as she just
Yeah, but I'm gonna say to her,
All right, calm down now. This is very, very cool what you've done, but let's, don't hurt me.
And then she kind of like takes that to heart, and eventually settles down because the last thing she would want is for you to get hurt. And it gets pretty dark. And at this point, Aladri, um, Burn and you kind of bring the cart to a stop. It's not quite full dark yet, but you've got maybe 20, 30 minutes before it is. And this is a usual routine. You guys all notice that the wagons are coming to a stop, and eventually Jover hops out of the middle wagon, begins walking his way up, kind of nodding to you guys, and gets up to you, Aladri, you and Deegan.
Yep.
And he goes, "Well, should we stop here?" And Deegan kind of looks at you, Aladri, and looks back down at Jover and says, "I'll be honest with you guys, I had a lot of coffee when we stopped for lunch because we were there for a long time. I'm more than willing to ride through the night if you are, Ladry. You don't mind staying up with me, or maybe we can ask one of these adventuring types, but I figure that way, I ride through the night, we might get Delverton by morning, at least for noon. But that's up to you, Ladry. Do you want to try to power through, get these good folks to town? I could tell you the story about how my grandpappy and I went.
Thank you. Thank you, Deegan.
My grandpa.
Thank you, Deegan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Even Jover's like, yeah, Deegan. No.
Please, God.
Let me.
Please, God, stop it now.
Yeah, Eladri turns to Bernie. Well, you seem to have the most pull of your compatriots. What say you?
I don't know about
this whole conversation, by the way, between Joe and Aladri.
I don't know if I've got real any pull over my compatriots, but I'm gonna leave it to you, Aledri. You said that you've been traveling this road for a minute. Is it smarter to get there in the night? Are there dangers on this road that we could not surpass?
Aladri, roll me a history check.
An 8.
8. I mean, traveling is always more dangerous at dark.
Yes. I'm in no rush to get to Delverton. I would not be opposed to sleep, but if your party had more pressing matters, I could be swayed to push ahead.
Hey, I'll be honest, we were in a rush, but I'm not quite sure we are anymore. And Bernie's going to kind of turn to the rest of the group behind her.
You all have heard everything, including the part where Aladri claimed Bernie was the leader.
Right. It's like, oh. I mean,
and Bernie,
that's fine.
yeah.
Actually, that's fine.
Bernie turns around and looks at us. She's got a sly little smirk on her face as she looks at us.
Yeah, Bernie puffs up a little bit. Let me ask.
Meanwhile, Dominic has an obvious frown.
Yeah.
If she wants to be the face, I don't care.
Dominic.
No. If she wants to be the face, by all means. This group of idiots, I don't want to be the part of this.
All right, now let's not.
I'm offended.
I hope I didn't strike a nerve. I'm sorry.
Not at all. All right.
In all honesty, though, Dominic, you've got quite a bit of experience traveling at night. Are we in any rush to get to the town, or should we take a bit of a rest?
My 2 cents in this is we've now been entrusted with the protection of all of these people. It's not just us. If it was just us, I'd say push forward, we'll be fine. But now that we have kids and families, we need to prioritize them instead of our time.
And Bernie
So-
turns back to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So I'm voting stay the night, protection, then we'll get in there. We'll get there in the afternoon or tomorrow evening. It should be fine.
Bernie turns back to Eladri. You see, I appointed him strategist a little while ago, and he's been doing a really fine job.
Yeah, well, soldiers tend to do
Wait.
that.
We can still hear you.
Right then, Staris, Kitland, are you all right with stopping for the night?
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
Sounds great. Yeah, I've been exhausted for so long. I think taking it easy tonight sounds like the ticket.
Aye. Right then, we're in agreement. We can stop. We'll keep some watch and we'll help keep guard.
Sounds like it's decided then. I'll let everyone know. And you see they start to pull off the road a little bit. They're not like going into the woods, but they do pull off the road towards that direction. Just far enough to not be in the way. And the two wagons are being pulled by donkeys. And you see they're actually really well-trained donkeys that just follow the main cart. So as the main cart pulls off, like they don't have riders, or I'm sorry, like drivers, kind of, leading the donkeys. They just go wherever the thing in front of them goes. And pulls off to the side, and get them like nice and stable. And a few people set up bedrolls and camps. The kids, a lot of the families, they take over the wagons. And it's kind of like a unspoken rule that the families get to split up and take the two more covered wagons, the carriage wagons, as their camps, while everyone else sort of camps out, kind of on the grass or in various positions. Some kind of take up spots, around the wagons. You see like one dwarf sleeps under, one of the wagons. He's like, I got rained on once, not letting it happen again.
Fair.
The horses, and they all, you see like this whole little traveling pod. They all have various jobs. Some of them have to make sure the horses get fed and then tether them off. Have to break out various supplies to help setting up the camp and then repack it all again in the morning. But they're quite efficient at it. Even the kids have various roles. They help with like the donkeys and things like that. And in a matter, of 20, 30 minutes or so, everyone's kind of got their spot. A few fires are, crackling in various positions. And the sun has fully gone down now.
Are they doing a fire, or are they just kind of doing this in the dark?
You can see that there's like maybe 3 or 4 small campfires littered about where various groups have kind of spread out.
Okay. So it's just like a dull light from all of the campfires kind of in the vicinity.
Yeah, exactly. At this point, there's quite a few stars in the sky. It looks like 3/4 of a moon, waxing into a full moon. It's a pretty clear night. It was a beautiful, clear blue day. But yeah, just dim light. You can see pretty good, especially with your dark vision, Dominic.
Mhm.
It's not a particularly foggy night, anything like that. It's pretty cold. It's well below freezing. Hence all the campfires up here in the mountains, especially as you're getting into like the early winter months. Yeah. I think at this point, Jover approaches you guys. Everybody settled in for the night, so yeah. Thank you guys. Get some rest. I think Eladri. What are you doing, Eladri?
I'm preparing to take first watch, as
Mhm.
I typically do.
Mm-hmm. Being an elf, you only need that 4-hour meditation.
Thank you, Trance.
I'll
Yes.
say you probably already have done, like on the first leg before lunch, so you're good. I don't think you need another long rest for at least 8 or 9 hours, anyways. Aledri.
Fair.
I think you kind of do that. You let that's the one there's like 4
I can
hours
sleep up
worth
front because there's 2 drivers.
There's
Yeah.
like 4 hours where Dwalin is useful, and you're like, all right, I gotta meditate right now. And eventually, like, you'll feel like the wagon careening off the road a little bit because Dwalin fell asleep like 3 hours and 30 minutes in. You kind of get woken up from your meditation early, and you're like,
Mhm.
you're like down like 3 HP because you didn't quite finish it.
One of us needs to be awake at all times. If I'm sleeping,
So yeah, but
it is you.
right. God, look at me. So like there's been a few times you've been trying to meditate and like Deegan's like slapping Dwalin over your chest trying to wake him up. So, but yeah, I think Eladri, you probably don't need a long rest. Like you could easily stay up all the night. You know what I mean?
Cool.
So you're good to go. And you see, where do you want to take watch, Eladri? Where do you set up?
I'm on top of the wagon. I'm in the driver's seat, more or less.
Yeah. You see, like Eladri hasn't fucking moved. Everybody has set up camp and everyone's done their job. And like I think he like helped a little bit, in the beginning, like helped unload a few things. And like once everybody kind of got to their own positions, he went back to the wagon and has just like been up there, just like scouting the terrain. And you guys like look back over as Jover's like, yeah, Ladry's, he's set up, he's gonna keep watch. Thank you guys again for traveling with us. I gotta say, everyone, we've all talked about it, where they really do feel safer knowing you're with us, so we appreciate it. And he pulls out a small pouch, and he says, "It's not much, but we collected it just as a token of our thanks." And he puts it in your hands, Bernie, and you feel like a pouch of gold. So y'all get some rest tonight. There's a little spot over there, and he points to like a nearby campfire. A few bedrolls have already been laid out. Make yourselves comfortable, and have a good night. And he kind of lumbers off, and you'll eventually count it, Bernie, and when you do, you will come to find that they were able to gather 25 gold pieces for you guys.
Wow.
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 Thank you.
Wow. Yeah.
I'll also say, in addition, 5 gold pieces of spell components from Finipper.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Finipper, you dirty dog. Way to get in for a good with us.
You said 5 gold and spell components. Cool. I'm just going to add that to the party equipment.
Yeah, that's such a cool invention.
Really
I
nice.
love
Brilliant
that.
feature.
Yeah, dude,
Really
Brilliant
nice.
feature.
so good.
Right.
Party
You guys-
inventory.
Are all set up to take your long rest. You can talk to anyone at the camp if you wish to. You can talk to each other. You can, if you have any things you want to attune to, you can do that now. If you have any items you wish to identify, you can do that now.
Oh,
If
I still
you
have a couple things
have any
in my bag. Don't I?
secret items
Oh,
you wish to
yeah.
look at. Cough, cough cards. Cough, cough.
Cough,
spell
cough.
book,
Not with
cough,
as many
cough.
people. Cough, cough.
Anything like
Cough,
that.
cough, sneeze.
Cough, cough, sneeze.
You could
No.
easily walk, 60, 70 feet away or whatever. And
Yeah, straight into the
have
woods,
a-
just
it's
randomly
dark
just
out
walking in the
and-
woods. Yeah, that's good.
Right. Oh, but also like people are keeping to themselves. I'm sure like a few
Okay.
people are curious about you, and you might get like 1 or 2 come up and ask you a question.
Yeah.
You ever fought a spider monkey? Have you ever fought a griffin? Have you ever fought a? You're getting like those kind of questions
Yeah.
from a few
Yeah.
folk here and there.
That's great.
I think
I think
Tomek
some of
would
the-
have.
The kids. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so some of the kids are probably coming over going, "Your armor's sweet. That's so cool. You smell
like
like
just-
shit."
staring at you, from yeah, right? Like you smell like the donkey's butt,
Yeah, that's right.
He gets it pretty young.
You
like-
look like a
Stars
donkey's
can't
butt.
sleep.
just instantly, just collapses. All four of them, they're all like, they're all like bugging Dominic, and Cyrus just like walks up and just like, that's enough, and
Sleep.
all four of them just like fall over.
Dominic just kind of mouths, "Thank you."
Each child only has like half an HP, so like you don't even have to use a spell slot for that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Sleep.
That's it.
That's
Cyrus then
it.
goes and like carries the children back to where they need to go.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
So I still have
It's so
Koo's
weak.
bag.
Cantrip sleep at them.
That's so
It's
good.
like, shh.
Go sleep. I still have Koo's bag. We've identified the crown, the bracers, and that's it, right? I don't think we did the wand and the stone.
Yeah.
You did the stone.
We did the stone.
Oh, we did do the stone. You're right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That one was the fairy stone, correct?
Fairy
And
stone,
Staris,
yeah.
you have that one, right?
Yes. I do
All right.
know
So the
that.
last thing we have left is the wand.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dominic would have probably pulled that out and started doing his incantation to cast Identify on this wand that he has.
Like a really fine, simple made crystal wand.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you set everything up to begin to cast your Identify spell, and I think this does draw a small crowd. Like people aren't coming up to you, but you're definitely like feeling the attention of a few of the campsites as people are kind of looking over at what you're doing as you're setting everything up and clearly beginning to cast a spell. Something that's kind of exciting for these more common individuals.
Yeah, and so you'll see.
What's the rest
Dominic,
of y'all?
So you Dominic kind of just kneel down, put the wand out, kind of draw these little weird symbols on the ground in the dirt with like a stick, and then his eyes will kind of go that dark red, and you'll see the red mist coming out, and you'll hear him just start saying something guttural, and like something just deep in his throat, just noises coming out, and he'll cast Identify on this wand.
Like Mongolian throat singing, kind of.
Kind of, sort of. You kind of hear like a couple words. Sendium occultum perceptium, or something like that. Just real deep.
Cool. Yeah.
But to anybody else that's listening, it just sounds like guttural noises. Well, actually, let me ask: does anybody speak Draconic?
No.
So then that's all you hear is you just hear guttural noises and stuff like that.
Sick.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, you begin to identify the item. Anybody else doing anything tonight with their long rest?
Yeah, I will use Speak with Animals.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go up to Pamela. Pamela, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Puberty.
Hey, I'm from New York. What's up, y'all?
Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat.
Oh, jeez.
What was that happened earlier? Do you know?
With the lights?
That's right. Yeah, with the music.
I don't know. But it felt like it felt like it felt like she starts to get frustrated. Like she can't find the word for it. Do you know when you and we're fighting things, and sometimes like I just know, what you want me to do, and I do it, and I want to help. I felt
Yeah, I'm using
like
me
that.
me magics. I think you use magic too.
I felt like that. I felt like a connection, but with someone I can't see or
Did you ever
hear.
see your parents do it, or your aunts and uncles, cousins?
You mean her?
Anyone from your herd? Yep.
She nods her head yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Could you when you were in that state, did you get a sense of any other like you, the Ceratops, like we talked before? Are they close?
She shakes her head no. Roll an insight check.
21.
Damn, dude. Roll like a
Nice.
champ.
Yeah.
It's because we're not in battle.
You? Yeah, right. The few times you've used the spell in the past, and just Pamela's personality, she's very talkative. She almost talks over you, and she can't get all of her thoughts out. And she's kind of just communicating with like shaking your head yes and shaking your head no. And as you look, you see like a kind of like a tear in her eye, and you get the sense that talking about talking about her family is bringing a great deal of sadness to her, and this feeling which was such a high for her earlier, as she's reminiscing on it, she's starting to feel like a deep loneliness.
Do I understand that that's what she's feeling with the tear?
Yeah, I think just by knowing this creature and the bond and connection you have with each other, I think it's just obvious to you.
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna get you back to him, Pamela. And I'm trying my damnedest to do it, but I think you can help me. I think you can use that gift you've got, and we can maybe find him a bit quicker. We can get you back home. But I need you
Her
to
tail
just
slowly begins wagging faster and faster as you say this to her. How can I help?
right. If you could just tell me how you did that, or if you've got any ideas, I think we might need to try that again sometime. And I
She
think
looks to
Staris is
Staris.
yeah, she's
Yeah,
gonna
she
help us.
looks to Staris as you say that, and she looks back at you, and she's like, I don't know how, but I'll try.
Right, it's all you can do. But just know I'm here with you until we find them. So you're not alone. But I think you can help me just as much as I can help you. Right, so just be thinking about how you can do that again. And I'm gonna go talk to
Okay,
Brock.
yeah,
Right, and I'll
okay,
see if I can't find out a bit more.
okay, yeah, and I'll keep practicing my singing. Ah, la, ah, and she just starts braying really loudly as everyone's trying to settle in for the
Oh
night. And
no.
Domic's concentrating on his ritual spell.
Right, that's the spirit.
Oh dear.
And then I'll
Now
walk
can I?
over to Brock. But if other people want to do stuff, I just want to talk with Brock, and then I'm good.
Cyrus goes over to
Cool.
Pamela to see if we can't tune that up.
Roll me an animal handling check, Staris.
$11.
It takes a minute, and I think people get a little annoyed. But eventually, you are able to quiet Pamela and get her to
Lullaby
stop at
together.
least screaming at the top of her lungs.
Lullaby and Good night.
And I think it kind of devolves into Pamela just sort of listening to you sing at her as she kind of starts to get sleepy and comfortable.
Sweet Pamela.
As Caitlin walks over towards the one of the passenger cabins where Brock and Roywin, his wife, are with their young child. Also, in that wagon is an elf woman, her husband, a human male, and their... Nope, just kidding. It is 2 dwarves and their human adopted son, sharing the wagon with them. So, as Caitlin, as you kind of stick your head in the last wagon, you see, yeah, I'll say you see 2 dwarves, kind of like sitting closest to like the back of the wagon where you like look in, and they kind of like both look at you and they're like, "Can we help you?"
Right, yeah, is Brock in this wagon?
And as you ask, you see just behind them, Brock and his wife, and their young boy. He's kind of playing with like an older human son. And he goes, "Oh yeah. Sorry." And kind of gets up. Yeah, oh, sorry. Like wiggles past everyone and like hops out and is like, "Yeah." Shakes his pants off. "How can I help you?"
Right, yeah, I was talking with the friends of mine over there. They said that
Mhm.
you know about Pamela, that she's a ceratops, a uniceratops, you
Oh
said.
right, yeah. You're the one. Yeah, you're the one that has the ceratops.
Right,
Right.
they kind of gave me the lowdown that you don't know a whole lot, but have you ever seen or heard of a ceratops ever doing what she did today? Today was the first she's ever done that.
I'm sorry, I didn't see what it was she did.
Oh, well, she glue.
She glowed.
She glowed up real big.
You mean glowed?
That's right, yeah, she glowed,
Okay,
got
okay.
real big. Have you ever seen that? She was singing with me mate, playing a tune.
Oh, well, so I was telling one of your companions earlier that I've never seen one before, but I have read about them quite a bit. Um, they're really fascinating creatures. I really like animals, and these are really really fascinating creatures because um, they sing. You said it sung when they travel in herds and they feel intense emotions. Like if they feel threatened by a predator, or if they feel grief, when one of their herd dies, or if they feel, excitement at finding, water after a long journey, they will make these kind of like grunts or howls, I guess. Um, but when the herd does them all together, they can harmonize. It's been written in these really beautiful, well, they're described as songs almost. And it can have a very overwhelming experience on the listener. It's been written. But they're very rare creatures. It's magnificent that you have one, especially one so young.
Well, yep, I found her in a cave and I'm trying to get her back to her herd. She's not done the glowing before, but I could tell that she was casting magic, and I've talked to her since, and that seems to be what's going on there. Have you read about them being able to cast magic?
Um, I guess. I guess there could be some magic in what they do, but no, I haven't.
Well,
Again, just the only thing I've read is that um, they're magnificent creatures with a wonderful gift, but
do you know
it's
what
not impossible. I mean,
what
know, the natural world taps into the mystics of the weave in various and unique ways. It's definitely possible.
Right, you call it the weave too, huh? We had a friend that called it the weave.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, I like to read, and that's what the academics call it. Anyways, I don't know what else you would call it, but the power of magic, the whatever it is that we all connect into, whether it's through faith or innate ability or study, the impossible things that people and creatures can do just through sheer willpower, whatever that is. Magic, the weave, oobity doobity. It all means the same thing.
Right. Do you know when you were
And
when
as you
you
guys are having this, oh, sorry, go ahead.
just yeah, when you were reading that book, did you read about which direction the heirs would migrate to,
Hmm.
where they might be
Well,
going?
um, they're really, you know, only, um, local to one region, and that's the Desserin Valley.
The Desserin Valley.
Yeah, Desarrin. Uh, you need me to spell valley for you, or you got that one?
I got that one.
Oh, yeah, I thought so. I just like to spell things.
All right, I've not heard of it. I'm an avid reader
Ah,
myself.
oh, well, and he like makes a we with his hands. You know how like sometimes people do like the make an L with their fingers. He does this really weird thing where he makes a we because I just had to do that. Um, he goes, oh well, it's east of here. It's actually past Tribor. So behind us, you got the Sword Mountains. Um, to the north, you have the Spine of the World. To the east, you have the hills. Whatever they're called, mountains. And so in between them all, you get this really warm, kind of unique environment called the Deathring Valley. And that's really the only place creatures like this could thrive. But yeah, that's usually where they're spotted when they have been seen. But again, they're very very rare, and unfortunately, their numbers are dwindling. They are sad to say poached quite frequently, mostly for their horns. Their various organs, their carcasses. Grisly business poaching. Ugh, I hate it.
Right, well, we won't let that happen to Pamela. But
Well, if you're
thanks.
headed
That's
to the Destrin Valley, watch out for them because they're out there.
all right. Any other creatures we should know about? I think that might be at least where I'm headed next.
Oh well, there's a lot of unique creatures to the Desert Valley. There's these birds that run on two hind legs and eat flesh. There's giant reptilian lizards that walk on hind legs. There are some that can fly. Yeah, it's horrifying but exciting. Oh, you said you were going there?
Right. Well, I might be, but if it's too dangerous, I
I
don't want to bring me crew with.
right. So, and just to be clear, above table, I don't think Kitland would know this word, but what Brock Finipper is essentially describing is dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's a
All right,
whole
well,
world
thank you
of dinosaurs
for
up there.
all of your
Land
help
of the
here,
Lost.
and you can get back to your family. But that was helpful. If you know where to find this book, or if you've got it, I would love to pay you for it. Or I've got other things you
Nope.
might want too.
No promises. We had to sell a lot of things before we moved out to Delverton. But if I get a chance, I'll go through my things and I'll see if I kept that one or find it because that book was a really neat one. There might be some good stuff in there. I'll see what I can do.
All right, good crack. Thanks.
Good night. Then he pops up and wiggles to get back into the wagon because he's kind of short. About this time, Dominic, you have another one of your visions. This one's quite simple. There's like a obsidian table with various runes kind of carved into it that glow. There's a ton of books on shelves all on the wall in front of you, and you see hands, like a skin old hand reaches up. You see these long flowing robes draping off of his arm as he pulls a book off the shelves and, kind of blows dust off the front leather cover and thumbs through it. And then looks down on this obsidian table, and you see this glass wand, and he begins reading some of the words off of the page as the wand begins to float and kind of shimmer. And you see like arcane energy just like swirl and form at the tip of the wand, and like it's sucked up into it. And this happens like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like several times as it pulses, and every time it does, it glows brighter and brighter and brighter, this wand. And then finally it like floats back down to the obsidian table, and you see like the old hand pick it up and turn, and there's like several clay vases like hanging from strings like at the other end of this small little cottage, as these bolts just boom, 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 one by out shoot out of the wand and explode these clay like Legend of Zelda style pots into like several pieces, and you just hear like an old like and your vision ends, and this is a wand of magic missile.
Hell
Yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Cool. Wand of magic missiles. Fun.
All right.
7
This
charges?
one, it's getting pretty.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah.
Awesome.
But it's brittle. Don't break it.
Oh god.
Oh no.
What?
Oh,
All right.
man.
At this point, it is getting pretty late. Unless there is anything anyone would like to do, it seems like Aladri is handling the watch. But I think one by one, the workers begin nodding off, and loud snores begin kind of filling the air. You guys take your long rest?
Yeah, I think so.
I think just
All right.
yeah. We can go at long rest.
Are you, Stars, are you doing the 4 hours and then doing a watch after that?
No, I think I'm just gonna let Eladra go for it.
All right.
Beauty sleep. Not like she needs it, but it's good to have.
I think that just before bedding down, Bernie gets up and walks over to
Toss and turn
Eladri.
a little bit. Yeah.
No, yeah, tosses and turns a little bit, and just a lot on her mind recently. The conversation with Kitlin that they had, the prior evening, and Pamela's glow, and just all the different things that have been happening, and missing Ku, and she's kind of sits up and then sees Aladri sitting over, and takes a little stroll and goes and places a hand on his back, just like a hearty slap to the shoulders, and takes a seat next to him for a minute. Hey, I've got to come clean, by the way. But don't tell Dominic, right? This is just our little secret. Between you and me, I'm definitely the leader of that group. And she winks really hard at Aladri. But to be completely honest, it really does take the full team to get through what we've all been through in the last few days. I know we're just getting to know each other, but that's a good lot here. Do you have a place that you come from? or a family or a group of people that you trust?
Well, to be perfectly honest, barely stepped foot out of Tribor. And the people that I've come to trust have been people that I've met along my small travels.
Hey.
It's always good to know where you have friends. And I'm a firm believer that friends make themselves known, evident, and around when you do need them.
It's funny how this world works like that, isn't it? Sometimes when you're least expecting, you have 5 people show up at your doorstep. Well, 4 and a Ceratops.
Yeah, that is some strange, strange creature.
She keeps surprising us, I'll tell you that. Just so you know, and that we're above board, we're looking for our friend, Koo. He's small like Kitland. But we lost him, and we're not quite sure where he went. If you can, just keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for the Ceratops, and keep an eye out for Koo.
I'll do my best. Can only imagine how difficult that might be, losing someone close.
In the strangest way, too. I wish I was joking when I said he literally flew off into the sky and never returned. But that was really the way that it went.
You seem to
You
keep
can't
strange
write it
company.
that good.
That was really how it went. It's like a giant slingshot.
Well, he's still out there. And if I can do any good for you, I'll help you find him.
Thank you, Eladri. I don't think this will be the last that we'll be talking, eh?
I highly doubt it. And again, between you and me, the wise ones typically make the best leaders. I'll give a
Now
little
you're
smile.
talking. Yeah, she kind of like nudges him with her elbow and just sits there with him for a little while longer.
Could I offer you a game of dragon chess? Perhaps. Do you fancy?
I never want to pass up a game. I've never played Dragon Chess, but that sounds exciting. Absolutely.
Yeah, I get a little set and board from one of my backpacks. It's basically a standard chess set. I don't know if there's any rules, Sean, that you want for
Dragon chess.
Dragon chess.
Oh yeah, no. So Dragon chess is a really, really unique game in that it is similar to chess, except there are 3 levels. There's the bottom level, the Hells. There's the middle level, which is Materia. And then there is the upper level, which is the Sky. And the upper level is where your dragon lives, and in the bottom level is where your devil lives. The object of Dragon chess is to kill the opponent's devil with your dragon. And so you have various pieces that all have various abilities and various maneuvers to try to do combat and can like move from one level to the next. And it's basically just like a 3-tiered version of chess.
Cool. Awesome.
I
think
if you guys want, we can have you each just roll like a straight intelligence check to see who wins the match.
Yep.
Cool.
Fair. Absolutely.
I feel like it would take a while for Bernie to catch on even to the rules. Like she has a difficult time with that. But then once she finally gets
yeah.
Okay, so intelligence.
Will I add +2 for my proficiency?
Yes. If you have proficiency in the game, you absolutely can.
So straight intelligence, I'm just gonna add Oh yeah, I guess I'll add +2 as well. Okay. So D20 +2. Oh.
Dirty 20 for you, Koo?
Yeah, that'll be a dirty 20.
14 for me. 12 +2.
Nice. It's a decent match. You definitely are, behind because you're learning as you play. But I think you surprise Aladri a little bit. But he ultimately is the more experienced player and kills your devil with his dragon
Nice.
and wins the match.
Ladri's just whooping everybody at things now. What is this?
Yeah, right. Ah,
You
see,
always-
I knew I should have gone up rather than down right there, but I didn't want to really embarrass you too hard on the first time that I played. That's all.
Rules you've mastered. Nuance will come with dozens of games. I'm always down if you're ever interested again.
A rematch definitely has to happen.
Cool. Barney, I will now say from this point forward, since Aladri took the time to teach you and you've played a match, you now have proficiency in Dragon Chess.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me. I apparently was looking at my stuff. I also have a proficiency in Dragon Chess.
It's an old game. That would make sense.
That's great.
I'm just looking at my character sheet and I was like, oh, Dragon Chess. Weird.
Turn this whole campaign into like a magic
You realize, you guys realize I have to like create this game now, don't you?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Sounds awesome.
Fuck! Awesome. Well, Bernie, do you stay with Aladri or do you return back?
No, I think after that game, I'll kind of bid goodnight and go bed down.
As you return, I think, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. This is really cool. Bernie, as you walk back to your small little campsite, I think by now everybody's pretty much fallen asleep. It's gotten kind of late. You were tossing and turning for a while. Pamela is snoring, Caitlin nearby. Dominic, I think you've nodded off. I think kind of performing the ritual was a little bit draining. Did you want to attune to the wand or pass it off to anyone tonight, or did you want to wait for tomorrow? It's getting pretty late. You don't think anybody would maybe have time to attune to it tonight? You guys hear me?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Dominic, did you hear me?
Oh.
Dominic, is it on?
Oh.
Oop,
Yeah, it doesn't
we
sound like
lost-
he's chirping in.
Oh.
Dom, we lost you.
Oh no.
Mm.
Oh, please. Well, we're experiencing technical difficulties.
Doo-boo-ba-doo.
Boop, 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 boop.
Actually, around the time he might have had to step out of the room.
Oh yeah, to
That's
go
what I'm
say
thinking.
goodnight.
Yes, that's true.
I might go to the restroom. if we have a
Yeah,
minute.
I'm gonna get a snack.
Let's take a quick, quick 5. Meet back in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Cool.
sounds good.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
So, Dominic, while everyone's coming back, I wanted to ask you really quick.
Yep.
It was pretty late when you had
A little
finished
late.
your doohickey spell. Your identify.
Yeah.
So I don't know that anyone would have like had like the time and energy to like really attune to it tonight. Did you want to like tell everyone, hey, this is what this is, and see if anybody wanted it tonight, or did you just want to wait until tomorrow morning?
I'll just wait till the morning and let everybody know that
Okay.
I finished
Okay.
completing the spell, and then everybody fell asleep. So, look, I have a fun new wand.
I'm Harry Potter, y'all.
I'm Harry Potter, y'all. I'm Mary Poppins, bitch.
I'm Mary Poppins. All right. Just waiting on winner chicken dinner.
That's right.
Joe should
I
be
love
back.
that.
Maybe he went to the bathroom really quickly.
I love that interaction
That's
between
okay.
Bernie and
Elijah?
Elandra. Yeah, it's fun.
But
Bernie
Yeah.
always has the fun little like interactions with everybody. She's like the glue for our group.
oh no, she just likes talking.
She just likes talking.
She's just curious. That was funny though,
It's a
because
good
like
way to be, man.
as I was talking though, and like I was like, yeah, one of our party members literally just flew away.
Just
gone.
flew away.
Right, like,
I was like, I don't know how else to describe this in a
That
short
is what
amount of time. Flew into the sky. And
He trusted
never
a goblin too much, got onto a contraption that sling-slotted. Oh my god, I can't even say the word. Slingshotted him, God, into the sky.
yeah.
Moral of the
Oh,
story: goblins can make crazy crap. Don't trust them with everything.
man. Joe, are you back? Because you're muted. If you are back.
I am back.
Yay.
I had a feeling.
guess who's back?
Back again.
Again. As everyone continues snoring all around you, Bernie, you kind of make your way back from the lead cart after finishing a game. Make your way back to your small little fire, your little sleepy hole. In Domic's case, a literal hole.
Ah, I didn't have
He
time to dig a
burrowed for the
hole
night.
after the identify spell, okay?
That's
After
fair.
the ritual.
Just had to make good
I
with the
think-
bedroll.
Kitlin and Staris have both kind of fallen asleep near Pamela. Domic's nearby. I think he's nodded off at this point. Gundren, I think he'd kind of been like interacting with everyone in the camp. Actually, after his conversation with Kitlin, he was kind of like, "Oh, maybe I could actually vet some of these viners if we do want to get the mine open." So he's been kind of networking a little bit, and he's passed off somewhere else. And as you walk towards the camp, you hear something, Bernie.
God damn it.
It's like a rhythmic chanting, almost like a music. Hard to explain. It's loud and urgent, powerful. You hear it. Soft at first, and it like pulls you towards your group, towards Dominic, towards his pack. Whose spellbook is.
Oh no, the book.
As you get closer and closer to the group, it gets louder and louder.
Jumanji styles?
Oh god.
Jumanji styles.
Yes.
I think that Bernie thinks back to what Kitland was saying and looks around at him, kind of looks at everybody to see if anybody's awake, and moves towards the pack, kind of cautiously, but opens it up and looks in at the book if she can see it.
You reach your hands, and all while you're doing this delicately, everyone is passed out around you. No one's awake. Everyone, the whole camp, snore. And that's just Kitland. I mean, the whole camp is going. And this drumming, this rhythmic, this vocalizing, this it's so hard to explain. Is it shouting? Is it music? Is it what? And as you reach into the bag and grab the book, it's an eruption of sound. It is so loud in your head. Pamela kicks up, waking Staris, you and Kitland. And at the same time, Dominic, you shoot up, your soldier instincts kind of kick in as you realize your whole party's kicking in, and you all hear it loud in your heads. Pamela's starting to freak out. You get the sense that she can hear this sound in your head, and the book like flies open as like it wrestles out of your hand, and the pages just flap like next to like the dim coals next to your campsite as your whole party fucking wakes up as this happens. And you can all hear this loud, like, rhythmic, chanting, screaming music in your brains. The entire camp is sound asleep. They can't hear a thing. And it rests on an open page. Swirling, weird squiggles, these arcane shapes, similar to what you've seen on spell scrolls. These unreadable, magical energies are just swirling in Koo's simple, humble notebook. Staris. This is Koo's spellbook. And as you are lurched awake in the middle of the night with your entire party, all bound by this strange phenomenon that you're all experiencing with this strange artifact on the ground in front of you. You're staring at Koo's spellbook, open to some unreadable spell. And something has bugged you about Koo's spellbook ever since you saw it, and especially since you thumbed through it up in the scrap top den. Your mother, your father, your oldest sister Astrodana, they all have spellbooks. All of their spellbooks are organized, they're detailed, but specifically, their spellbooks are a collection of all of the spells they know, all of the spells they've crafted, all of the spells they've learned, all of the spells they've discovered. That is what their spellbook is. It's a recollection. It's a portfolio of all of their magical memories. Your sister had shelves filled with these books. Your father had libraries. A wizard is capable of casting magic with just their spell components and just an arcane foci, whether it be a wand, an orb, whatever. Usually some combination of the two. They can usually do it with just those objects from memory. But their chance for the spell to fail greatly increases when they aren't around their spell books. Think of it this way. It's like asking a musician to play every single song they know from memory at a performance level perfectly every time. Without being able to rehearse, without being able to look at their sheet music, eventually they're going to fail. And in a musical performance, you hit a bad note, the audience hates you a little bit. You do a spell wrong, it could literally blow up in your face. Spellbooks are important. But the only thing resembling any spells in Koo's book are these impossible squiggles. And that has been driving you, just scratching at your brain just a little bit, ever since you have found this.
I swear I didn't do anything. I just reached in and touched it, and do you all hear that? That thrumming? Kitland, is this what you heard before?
It's fading, but you all heard it, and the music is now gone. It slowly faded away, but when you all woke up, you could all hear it. It sounded like a full band, a full orchestra was surrounding you, blaring you with music, and the entire camp is just quiet. And still, you look back at Eladri. Eladri doesn't notice a thing.
Was it the same sound I heard?
It was the exact same sound you heard.
That is
Yeah,
strange.
that was
you
it.
said
I told you it was hard to describe.
You said it was music, but that was just a cacophony of sound. It didn't. There was no rhyme or reason to it.
That's probably why I couldn't play it, not because I don't know how to play.
Yeah, I think it was just too much. I agree. I think your skills are pretty spot on. Sorry, I'm drowsy. I was just waking up from my sleep.
What are the markings on the pages?
Wait,
I've never seen anything like it.
Bernie, you said it was in the pack, and you heard it in the pack.
Yeah, I was starting to come back over. I was talking to Eladri over there, and I started to hear this sound.
It flew out of her hands. It is sitting on the ground right next to the campfire, opened up about halfway the book, and there's what looks like what you would see on a spell scroll swirling on the open pages right now.
Does it look like it's being written?
It doesn't look like it's being written, but like the symbols on the page don't stay still. Like they have a movement to them.
Like we're tripping.
Kind of, yeah.
So
Well,
strange.
I have the crown of intellect now. It's interesting. I think Dominic's gonna try to look at the book and try to decipher what's going on the book.
As you're doing that, just before you walk over, well, I know that you're going to get really smart if you put that crown on, or if you have it on already. But here, take this as well. And I'll tap him on the shoulder and cast Enhance Ability and put Fox's Cunning. So any intelligence checks have advantage.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And I did attune to the crown last session, so.
Beautiful. As you look and study the swirling images, it's like staring at a magic eye, Dom. At first, it's nothing. You focus on it a little bit harder, and it's still nothing, but it's like less nothing, and then the edges of your vision begin to blur. And now it's still nothing, but it's nothing you can focus on. And that nothing over time, it begins to deepen. And like a hole is formed on the page. The swirling text becomes three-dimensional. And furthermore, you understand it. Your vision opens up. Dominic, you are no longer at the campsite. You are no longer with your companions. You are in an inky void of absolute nothingness.
Oh.
Dominic, you are now in the abyss.
What? Awesome.
There is endless void in every single direction. There is no firm ground beneath your feet. You are no longer in the material plane. As you reach out with any senses you still manage to have control over, you see it in the distance. The giant floating skeleton of a god.
Oh.
I say skeleton. Most of its body is not fully decomposed, as you can see elements of its appendages and skin and scales and fur
and claws. It has 4 arms. One has the hand of a humanoid. The other has pincers, like a crab. The other has claws, like a beast. And the fourth is a tentacle, like that of a sea creature. It has 2 hooked legs, giant skeletal wings protruding from its back, and a head that resembles a humanoid skull. Within this skull are 2 empty eye sockets, and you can see the cosmos swirling within those eye sockets, Dominic. And your form is lurched towards the corpse of this god. And as you are pulled towards it, you are moving impossibly fast. Dozens, 50, 60, 70, who knows how fast, miles per hour, as you are pulled through this space, and you are witnessing you thought it was just, maybe 300 feet away. No, you have traveled what feels like miles, and the god is just stretching further and further and further across the horizon, getting impossibly larger and larger and larger. And as you approach it, you can see something, Dominic, a speck crawling across the bare cheek of this god towards its eye hole, towards the cosmic swirling abyss within its eye hole. And as you're pulled closer and closer and closer to the corpse of the god, you start to recognize the figure running across the cheekbone into the eye hole. And just as that figure plunges in, you see it. A small gnome.
I found Koo! Shit!
What?
And as Koo falls into the eye socket of this god's corpse and is lost, there's nothing for a second, for 2 seconds, for 3 seconds. And then... the skeletal head turns and faces you, Dominic. What is this? A lone observer. Good. My ascension should be witnessed. I will grant you 5 questions. And then your mind will shatter. Ask wisely. Dominic, as the corpse of the god regards you, you realize without needing to roll any type of insight check that it means every word. This is a cosmic being of the multiverse, and you may ask it 5 questions. You just saw Koo run across its cheekbone and jump into its eye hole. You may confer, Zaman, with the other players at the table, but you must be very precise in your wording. You have exactly and only 5 questions to ask this dead god. What do you want to ask it?
Oh my god. Okay, above table.
Turns
What
off, yeah.
the fuck
Are you wearing the crown right now?
Yes, I have the crown, and I'm attuned to it, and I have that fox's cunning. So any Arcana
It's on
checks
your
or
head.
yes, it is on my head.
And but you're not attuned to the wand because he didn't get all the way through the night, right?
Correct. I just have the one. Well, I had the one in my pockets, but
Cool. So you're not going to
And
fight
then-
him.
No, fuck no, absolutely not. No, that was not even like a thought in this whole thing. Was like, I could probably fight a god. No, absolutely not. Oh fuck. Okay.
I think you could take him.
Yeah, me and my Beast Boy powers.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
I
first and
know.
foremost, how do you
Why?
return to us without a shattered mind, right? Like,
Yeah.
we don't want you to return a jelly blob.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you witness the face of an eldritch being.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Oh.
Look
you
at
go
Cthulhu,
crazy.
you go insane.
Yeah,
I don't, you know.
I
Shouldn't
don't,
have
you
touched the
know,
book,
I don't-
Bernie.
What do you do? Yeah, Bernie. Damn it, every
My
time.
fault. It's fine. I love touching books.
Yeah.
This is your loot goblin coming out. Now we.
Right.
All right.
Curious.
Curious.
What? How? I mean, how do you get back to the material plane? Why did Ku jump into? What is the ascension? So many questions.
Yeah, I know.
know.
But it's like, do I prioritize figuring this out or getting the fuck out? That's I think my thing is like, Jesus Christ.
I would
Yeah,
say
but-
prioritize getting out, but with a sprinkle of like maybe
We're gonna list this. You got 5 questions.
yeah. I mean maybe like how do I leave here without a shattered mind or something?
Yeah, I think that'd be probably one of my first questions. Shit.
Can you
Second.
not shatter my mind?
Yeah.
Can you not though?
Can you
Can you just not?
Bro,
Is
like
that
not good?
chill with the shattering of the minds, my dude.
Remember what you were told. Every bone in your body.
Yeah, he's
Lets you know
100%
that
telling
this-
me this is all the truth. Like I
This
am.
is
yeah.
not a negotiation. This is not a threat. This is not, a bluff. This is a god telling you that the sun will rise.
Yeah. I mean,
But that being
he's
said,
telling me that my mind
You
will be
have
shattered.
any 5 questions you may ask. This, for the rest of you, by the way, this happens in like the fraction of a second. Dominic just started looking at the book.
No time is going by for them. Cool.
Is
Cool,
there-
cool. Do I? So before
I wish I had the Jeopardy music right now.
before I got to the Eldritch God, you said that everything was a void, inky blackness, right?
You were basically like in a black inky void, and then all of a sudden there was this. It was like nothing. Just the
Was
absence.
my body there? Could I
everything.
see my equipment, or was it I just like a thought, or like a? You know what I mean?
You have no corporeal form.
Okay, I have no corporeal form. Okay, cool.
Correct.
Fuck.
We want to know like who, what, why? Like who are you? Why did Ku jump in your eyeball? Who like
Right. What does ascension mean?
what? Yeah, what is
Also,
ascension?
just real quick. Hey, Dylan, remember that wasteland and that lake?
Yes.
That's where you were. Now you know.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa. That's cool. Holy shit.
Yeah. When I described it to Dylan, I was like, "You're basically on like a desert, and like the ground's kind of hard, and there's a lake." And I was like, "When you get to the lake, there's like no bank. It's like a cliff filled with water." And then I was like, "The water is like the cosmos." And yada, yada,
Wow.
yada.
That's
And he's like,
really
"Oh, cool! I want to jump into that." Mhm.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
If there's no way, I think if there's no way out of like leaving this place unshattered or shattered, then I think just figure out who, what, why. It would be my vote, but I trust whatever you think is best to ask?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
I love this
know. I don't
energy.
know.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, this is why we play the game, baby.
All right. Well, I have rolled another character, so Dominic is now dead forever. All right.
Ask
I
him.
have.
Are
Are
I
you
have
ready for the wording
I have
here, Simone?
Yeah, I have a couple
All right,
questions.
Dominic.
Yeah.
What is the one answer you would give me, which if I were able to observe all possible answers you could give me in all possible worlds, I would rank as being the most worth knowing?
Well.
What?
what?
I dig that. We
Yeah,
are
that's an awesome question. Will I get every single one of those words? Absolutely not. Okay. This is
Get that.
fucking terrible.
Is that
Alright.
your first question?
What what I just said or what Joe said?
What Joe said. Or what you said.
What I said technically was a statement, not a question. Honestly,
What did Joe say?
I would have said what Joe said. Or like something along those lines, like what is the most important answer you would give me if I could know everything in the universe as you do, and you deem as the most important thing for me to know?
And that is what you ask.
That's my first question.
What's the best answer? I'm gonna paraphrase.
What do you mean? You're not a god, Sean?
Yeah, come on, Sean.
Nope. I'm just playing one on TV.
That's right.
What?
This is on TV, right?
Yes. It will be on YouTube later
Yeah.
today.
God regards you, and if a skull could smirk, you have a feeling this one would. Ever. I can only assume what is important to you. Best answer I could give you. That your friend, his body is sundered, but his soul is safe. With my help, I could make the two whole again.
Okay.
That's what happened to Ku.
Yep. So Ku's
Yeah.
body has been separated from his soul, but he can put it all back
Holy.
together with his help.
Who is,
But
who is this?
what help is never free. So
Mm.
what
And
is
how
this
do you do that with a
God?
question? Yeah.
So basically, help it. I know help is never given freely. What is the God requiring of me to gain this help?
But I think you might want to use all 4 questions to get yourself out of this. At least the next one should be how do you get out?
Yeah, like, or
yeah.
is
I
there a
concur.
way
And you
out
might,
of
you
the
might need to burn
situation?
three more on that.
Yeah. Is there a way out of the
Yeah.
situation that is there a way for me to leave the situation unshattered? Or is there a way for me to leave the situation?
Is there a way for me to leave? Yeah, I think the next question Dominic would have asked, now that he's gotten that answer, is
How can my friend and I be whole?
Hmm.
Yeah. So my
We'll end up
next
playing off the same
question,
character sheet.
my next question would have been: now that I have the answer that I seek, is there a way that my friend and myself could be made whole again and safe from this area?
Clever again. Technically 2 questions. But I'll allow it as a
Thank God. Thank you, God.
friend. For your friend. I need his book. And his blood. That is all I need. To return his soul to his corporeal form. For you leave when you ask 3 more questions. What happens to you beyond that is beyond my abilities, but you've died once. Who's to say you couldn't survive it again?
Fuck. Deities and their
You have 3
goddamn
questions.
knowledge.
Wow.
All right. That was 2. So he needs his body or his blood and the book to make him whole again.
Yeah.
Oh, and he doesn't have his blood right now. That was his soul that went into his eye.
Correct. At least that's what Dominic is assuming at this point.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel like you can get out of there safely? I think we start asking some game questions for us.
Safely is relative. At this point, I'm just worried about the shattering of the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I might ask one more shattering mind question.
Is there anything that can heal my shattered mind?
Yeah.
At this point, all of you surrounding Dominic, again, fraction of a second, Domic's basically like, I got the crown on. Bernie touches his back. All right, I'm going to look at it. He's starting to look at it. Maybe a second has gone by, if that, and you all start to smell faintest hint of smoke. Dominic, you have 3 more questions.
Dominic he's gonna ask, I know you said that I'm gonna leave this place mind shattered. Is there a way to fix my shattered mind when I leave?
Perhaps those who are weak-willed perish instantly. Those who are stronger of will suffer less, but they still suffer.
Oh, I'm gonna have some lingering wounds with this one. This is gonna be awesome. All right, 2 more.
I mean, the only other thing I could think of as some sort of like loophole, but it wouldn't be super helpful. But like, could he erase your memory of this experience and send you back or something? You know?
Problem is, then none of you would know what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you can do the genie thing. Is there a way to get infinite questions?
He's an eldritch god. I'm gonna go with probably not.
I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah.
He was pretty specific.
Yeah.
Do we want to know what his plan is upon ascension?
or do we want to know where the Spider Queen and the Ethereum and all that shit is in our regular world? But I think I'm done with Dominic. You go.
Yep.
Dominic, I will say this before you ask your final two questions. This thing was an immovable, very far decomposed, almost skeletal corpse.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't move until Ku entered it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that helps me.
I mean,
Something to think about.
Are you Ku? Is Ku the last soul that you needed?
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like Ku had something to do with the ascension.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like his book and he was fully a part of this. Like his book and his blood and soul were a part of this ascension.
Mm-hmm.
And does this ascension mean he's taking over Ku's body, which is a highly possible solution? And that's why he needs the blood in the book. Because he already has
maybe
the
how-
soul.
warrior.
How do I get you the book and the blood?
Yeah, but do we even trust this? We don't even know who this is. This could be an evil god.
He
This
seems
could
cool.
be. This could be anybody.
He seems
My
super
brother Tommy
chill.
knows. Tommy
Yeah.
knows.
Half rotting giant, you know.
Yeah, we could bring him the book and blood, and then he just eats
He's
Ku's soul, and
cool.
he becomes an
Cool
evil
device.
god.
We could go
Um,
swimming.
I think Dominic at this point is going to ask the obvious question of, we've been chatting for a while now, and I still don't know your name. What should I call you?
Call me. You can call me. But they will all call me King, Ruler, God. And when he says God, the entire plane of existence herein reverberates. Dominic.
Not so chill anymore.
Not so chill anymore. But now I'm understanding why this campaign is called and what it is. Fucking hell.
All right. How do we defeat you?
Ooh, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, I think that's going to be Dominic's last question. Is going to be, how do we circumvent annihilation and destroy you?
Ooh, if necessary.
You are clever, Dominic. That is 2 questions. I forgave it once. I won't forgive it a second time. Choose. You can ask how to circumnavigate annihilation, or you can ask how to kill me. So which is it?
Dom's gonna grit his incorporeal teeth and scowl and just say, how do we kill you?
You don't.
Fucking knew it.
And at that,
Yeah.
Dominic,
Yeah.
you are back into the real world, and something
Actually,
happens. And that blink of an eye, Dominic,
Okay.
you see something, and we'll come back to that later. But the rest of you see
damn it.
Dominic be like, all right, I'm going to look at this book, and then his head whiplashes backwards. I mean, like, instantly. Like, if you guys have seen the D&D movie, like, when he puts the helmet on, and, like, except he doesn't, like, blow backwards. He just, like, gets, like, major whiplash. Like, he was just in a fucking car accident. And you smell that burning as the swirling images on the page flash, burn in an instant, and burn whatever image they were in that moment into the spell book. Staris, you look down. Roll me an Arcana check as you look at the burnt, squiggle scroll on the page. The rest of you see Dominic like whiplash back as he like loses his footing and falls over. And like Dominic, you fall over and you hit your head and you just focus on like that flash of that thing you saw. Roll me an intelligence saving throw. Now,
Okay.
you have the helmet on, and Bernie casts her spell. I know the spell gives you advantage on checks. I will let you get it on this saving throw because it was such a clutch move of her.
Okay.
She touched you right before this started. So you get to roll your intelligence save with advantage. You are trying to beat a 16.
Okay. Oh, all right, that's the
die,
first
golden
one.
die, baby.
First one's a
Yeah.
23, baby.
Nice.
Let's go.
I'll just roll the
Alright.
second one just
You
for
will
shits and
only-
giggles. And that was a 14. So yeah, 23 for the first one. Holy shit.
All right, so you'll only take half of this damage, and you do not go insane. You only get a splitting headache.
Oh my gosh.
But I need more dice.
Oh, I need more
Nah.
dice.
More
Jesus
dice.
Christ.
Oh boy.
More dice. More dice.
Oh no.
All right, I'll just roll these a bunch of time. This will be halved. Ooh, that's good. Oh my god, that's good. You take 25 psychic damage, halved
Okay.
to 12.
Okay.
As you suffer this insane whiplash, and like what you just saw is like fucking burnt. It's like I think there's a moment where like you fall onto the ground, you kind of like scramble a little bit, like and like touch yourself to feel yourself again. As you were like literally just pulled into hell and like fucking talked to the devil. But in that fucking moment, Dominic, as you ask the god, how do we kill you? And he said, you don't. You are flung back to your reality, and you pass through several layers of the multiplanes in an instant. And you saw something. Something you've seen before. The last time you looked at your Taroka deck. That man, the green eyes, the goatee, the disarming smile. The one who led your ritual. And a name, not a name, but a title, is suddenly flooded back into your memory. And I'm going to text you the title of that man that led your ritual.
Oh, fuck. So yeah, I think Dominic like flew back, his head went back, and he's like, and he's just got like a horrible headache right now. He's just like clutching his face, and he's in a cold sweat, and you see a little blood coming out of his eyes and out of his nose and out of his ears as he just took that damage, that psychic damage. And he's kind of talking in tongues, and he's just like freaking out, trying to like figure out where he is, and like, oh my god, what was that? Oh wait, where's the book? Where's the book? Where's go? Oh god, oh god.
Doc,
Taurus.
what happened? Yeah.
What did you roll on your
That's
Arcana
funny,
check?
baby.
Yeah. Fucking just roll like fucking champs tonight.
Because we're not
Taurus,
in
as
combat.
Yeah.
as the image burns into the pane, and the image burns into the page, and everybody else rushes to Dominic's side to make sure he's okay, you look down at the book and you smell what that smoke was. These arcane symbols literally like burnt etched themselves into the pages of Ku's book, and you look down and you recognize this is a spell.
This is a spell you've seen before. You come from a family of wizards. You recognize spells when they're written out, and this is what it looks like, albeit, but usually it's in beautiful calligraphy like your sister does, or like very like almost architectural handwriting like your father does. But you recognize the spell as where is it? The spell Contact Other Plane. It is a 5th level divination spell. A much higher and much more powerful spell than Dominic ever should have been able to cast.
What just happened?
Yeah, I think Dominic's still trying to figure out where he is. He's freaking out right now. He's shaking. You've never seen Dominic visibly distraught, and he's just shaking at this point.
Bernie instinctually just rises up and runs over to him and takes her cloak off, wrapping it around him and kind of holding him a little bit like into her, and just kind of like, hi there, it's all right. And I'm just going to cast, just because this is, what she's learned to do, just cast Spare the Dying just in case. And like this warm glow is just going to kind of irradiate from her hands onto him. There, it's okay. It's all right. You're here. You're back with us.
I think Pamela would probably come over and give a few kisses as well, to try to soothe you in the way she knows best how.
Yeah, I think
Dominic, are you all right? Do you need some healing?
Oh no, I think I'm okay. And he's just gonna kind of wipe the blood away from where it's coming out. It's not coming out anymore.
Oh yeah, you see like
dried.
a little bit of blood like came out of Domic's ear like after the whiplash too.
Yeah, I'm healing point HP wise. I'm fine. But yeah, he's just visibly shaken. He's now kind of
psychologically he's fucked up, y'all.
Yeah. Dominic he's trying to process. He's like, I physically, yeah, I guess I'm fine. What the hell just happened?
The hell did just happen?
You tell us.
Yeah.
Here, let me, and Barney's just going to go off to the side for a little bit and kind of I just try and put some herbs together and mash them up and I don't know, start working on some sort of like calming herb mixture off to the side as she listens.
I put the crown on. Bernie, Dominic's gonna try to like recollect everything that happened. All right, put the crown on. We saw the book. We all heard the music. Bernie gave me the blessing of the fox. I looked at the book, and then everything was a black void. I didn't have a body anymore, and all I saw in the distance was a giant being, skull, decomposing body, 5 arms, different appendages, claws, hands, tentacles, and then it pulled me unfathomably fast towards it, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger. It was terrifying, and it told me that my mind was going to shatter, and I had 5 questions to ask it before it kicked me out of that realm, wherever we were. But before I ask my questions, and I'm going to look at everybody, and I'm going to make eye contact with Kitland, and I'm going to say, Kitland, I think you're right. Ku's soul is trapped somewhere.
He's in the book.
I didn't say he's in the book. I said his soul is trapped. That much I can
Right.
confirm. His soul is not in the book. The god, or whatever it was, deity, eldritch being, told me that. It said it needed Ku's blood, his book, to finish his ascension. And if he finishes ascension, he could bring our friend back because his soul is safe, which I don't know if I fully trust anymore from what I've seen. I don't. What are we? And Dominic is gonna just kind of go, what are we doing? Like, what is this all for? He's having a crisis of identity at this point.
So, just as a point of clarification, because I know that was a lot, and I don't want it to get confused.
Yeah.
The ascension has happened.
The ascension
The
has
god
happened.
said,
Okay.
"Oh, you're here. Good. Somebody should be here to witness my ascension." Meaning
Got it.
you being there to witness it happening.
So ascension
i.e.
has-
going from corpse to not a corpse.
Got
He
it.
told you when you asked him what's the best possible answer you could receive, he told you that your friend's body had been sundered, but his soul is safe. He could help make them the two whole again.
Got it. Okay, so the ascension has happened.
And then when asked how your friend leaves the area he's currently in safely, again referring to Ku, he said, "I need his book, I need his blood."
Okay. So I'll convey all that. The eldritch being told me
The question you don't know how to answer is how to get Ku's blood.
Yeah. I thought about asking that. I was like, well, his body doesn't exist. How are we supposed to get his blood? Ugh. And I'll tell everybody that. I'll say, the being told me he's already completed his ascension. All he needs is Ku's blood and the book to make Ku whole again because his body has been sundered from his soul. His soul is safe. For now, I'm assuming when I saw him running across its face and jumping into its eye, that was his soul. I can't verify that, though.
Right, and so if we give this thing the blood and the book, is this good or bad for us?
I mean, it gets our friend back. That's great, but I don't know if that's going to then do, I don't know, the entire world or multiverses or whatever. I saw so many things. I don't.
This arcane symbol, the star says as she points to the spell book, this is very high level magic.
Like,
What do you
how
mean?
high level are we talking here, Stars?
At least a 5th level spell. It's meant to contact other planes.
Well, it did it.
At this point, Bernie's gonna take the herbs that she's crushed up and a little rag, and she's gonna pour some oil onto the rag and mix the herbs in there, and kind of almost create like a what do you call it? An essence or whatever, like an herbal, like a
Essential oil?
Yeah. Almost create like an essential oil, like mashing it all together.
Did you make him a mud
And,
mask?
and then she's just
I'm gonna
walk
be
over and
so
say-
pretty after this.
She's gonna say, here, put this on your forehead now. Look at me for just a second. In regards to the question, what we're doing, where we're going, don't you worry about that right now, because I'm not sure any of us know, but it's one foot and step of the other. And she's just gonna kind of place it on Domic's forehead to where he can kind of smell the herbs. I don't know, just to try and help and provide a little bit of relief. Take a deep breath.
great, Bernie. I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now. There was one thing I do remember. I did try to get one over on the god twice. It appreciated my candor the first time, didn't really like my shenanigans the second time. It alluded to, during its ascension, coming and destroying things, annihilation. And I asked it how we could kill it. And he said, you don't. And the one thing he kept referring himself as was the king.
Oh dear.
Oris, do you think that thing in that space was the one that cast that spell in the book? Or do you think that the book cast it? Where did it come from? I don't understand.
The fact that that thing needs the book and Ku's blood, I think this is probably a failsafe. Something to unlock everything. Maybe a key. Ku is the key. The book is the lock.
I'm gonna like off to the side, pull out the kind of like shitty arrows that I scavenged from the cart wreck, and see if there's any blood on the shafts of those arrows from Ku and Droop's little crash.
Roll me an investigation check.
Oof. 8.
They're pretty dirty and grimy. Doesn't appear to have blood on it though. And if it did, be hard to suss out from. Yeah. Grub and grime.
And the only other thing that I have of Ku's that I want to check for blood is the quill point from his ink blotter thing. If he accidentally nicked himself with that, that's without
with that same,
yeah,
with that same investigation check,
covered in ink.
none of your personal effects seem to be covered in your friend's blood, unfortunately.
Without a microscope.
Yeah. Like a full CSI lab.
And then I'll quietly put that away without telling anybody what I was doing.
But a high-level magic user had to have made this.
Hey. I'm glad you're all right, Dominic.
As am I. This book is dangerous. I mean,
as you all kind of sit there and regard Ku's spellbook and this mystery, this crazy, wild mystery that seems to go deeper and deeper than any of you imagined. The rest of the camp sleeps soundly all around you, oblivious to the danger they all might very well be in. And that's where we're going to end our session tonight.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
What it do?
Goodness.
What it do? Touch weird thing. Great idea.